Mira lo que encontré para ti.
Gracias, mi bebé.
Con gusto. Hey everybody. Sorry, just a personal, private moment. Not so private. We're here in Italy. We're in the city of Ravenna. My name is David, and this is...
Monika, hola.
And this is part of our ongoing series. We'll be speaking a little bit in...
Spanish?
And a little bit in English. And the idea is that you guys can learn a little bit of Spanish and English at the same time, or depending on if you're a Spanish or English speaker. So, here we go. What are we going to talk about today?
Today, to know our experience here. We have so many experience here, yeah?
It's true. Yeah. We've been here for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, the food is really good, yeah. But I don't understand why the people is not fat. Because they eat a lot of bread, pizza. Oh my God.
It's true. And not only are they not fat, they're stylish.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Very stylish.
Yeah.
This is, Monika bought this here. Nice little ruana, as they say in Espanol, ¿cierto?
Es un regalo de mi esposo.
Sí. Y estamos en Ravenna porque es una ciudad de mosaicos. Mosaicos, gracias.
Yeah.
Es muy famoso por el siglo como XVI. Muchas iglesias que estaban construidas muy viejos y hay una se llama San Vital. ¿Qué te parece San Vital, Monika?
Vital. Es absolutamente fantástico. Es otro mundo, ¿no? Sí, ese verde brillante de los mosaicos, azul, el dorado.
Todos los colores. Dorado. Sí, el dorado estaba conectado con el divino en los... ¿Cómo se dice esto otra vez, esta palabra?
¿Aureolas?
Aureolas.
Sí, para
halos.
los ángeles.
Halos. The gold in the halos is always connected with the divine. Byzantine art, crazy stuff.
Yeah, so beautiful. But also in that part, you feel like you are in different times in the story, yeah?
Well, in fact,
the history.
Yeah, you actually are, right? Because I have this great shot looking right up at the ceiling. And there's an arc with all the apostles on it, and it divides two parts of the church. You have the main dome over here, and it's Baroque paintings, like 1700s. And then on the other side, you have this amazing other dome for the apse, and it's all mosaics, like 1,500-year-old mosaics of Justinian, the emperor, and his...
Es impresionante, es hermoso.
Yeah, it's crazy, the colors, the patterns, right?
Bueno, también estuvimos en la Plaza del Santo Espíritu.
That's right, another holy place. Holy for different reasons, but another holy place.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And remember we were crossing the bridge and we saw that drunk guy?
Sí, muy interesante personaje, ¿no?
Yeah, well, it was like the middle of the day, right? I mean, it was like, what time was it? Like 3 o'clock or something?
3 de la tarde.
Something like that. And we had heard tell. We had talked to this other guy, a waiter from Poland, right? Remember the waiter from Poland?
Sí.
And he was looking, when we saw him, he was outside of his restaurant. He was looking, he said, for Gelato del Noche.
Gelato de la Noche.
For those of you who don't know, gelato is a big thing here. It's just the creamiest ice cream you've ever eaten. It's amazing.
Delicious.
And we've been partaking, of course.
Todos los sabores, es impresionante.
But we heard this guy, this waiter, he told us that there's a special gelato.
Sí.
And this was in Florence. This was a few days ago.
Sí, pero
Gelato
¿qué era
del
lo
Noche,
especial
Gelato del Noche.
Sí.
Y me parece un poco raro, pero él dijo que es la mejor.
El mejor gelato de la noche.
Y él estaba buscándolo, pero no sé que no estaban vendiéndolo o estaba agotado.
Al parecer, sí, no había. Esa noche no había gelato de la noche.
So the next night, the next day, we're walking on the bridge. We see this drunk guy stumbling across this bridge.
Nosotros pensamos, de pronto él está tomando gelato de la noche.
Maybe,
from the
night before.
Sí.
And he's still like just crazy on it, right?
Sí, entonces estábamos curiosos. Seguimos caminando y volvimos a encontrarnos este señor del puente, en una esquina con otras dos personas, al parecer, tomando el mismo gelato de la noche.
Sí,
Estamos especulando, de hecho.
sí, es verdad.
No preguntamos.
But no teníamos que preguntar. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
No, porque tú no tienes que preguntar. Si tú preguntas, te dicen que no hay gelato de la noche.
Es una de las cosas.
No puedes preguntar.
Solo puedes encontrarlo por no buscarlo. You can only find it by not looking for it. That's, I know it's crazy, doesn't make much sense, but that's gelato of the night, right? So, sure enough, this guy's like, hey, what did he say to us? Remember? What did he say? He said, gelato of the noche. Remember?
Sí.
It was just like that, right? It was just like that, and I'm like, and we both stopped.
Sí, los dos nos miramos como... "Ah". Y él como sabe
This is
que
it.
queremos gelato de la noche.
And we didn't even have to ask him. That's exactly how it
Sí,
works.
¿por qué? Ok.
So,
Pero fuimos a caminar con este chico que nos encontramos. Él dejó su gran maleta cuidada por el señor
seguro otro cuento.
parecido borracho. No sabemos. O tenía gelato de la noche,
Sí,
no sabemos.
sí.
La cosa fue que ya nos fuimos a caminar por varios bares con este hombre. We walked in
Ya, es que él estaba
two or
nuestro
three
guía.
places, something
Nuestro
like
guía
that.
para la noche.
Sí.
Él nos adoptó. ¿Cierto?
Adoptó.
He adopted us for the night. He was just really
Nos
cool, right?
adoptó.
And he was determined that we have some of this gelato
Gelato
of
de
the
la
night.
noche.
Of the night, of the noche. And so we chilled, we relaxed in a couple of different bars. And then I guess somebody he knew called him. Or maybe he called them. He must have called them, right?
Seguro.
It's all
Pues,
kind of a little mysterious. You understand?
de todos modos, cuando nos entregaron el helado, el gelato de la noche,
Oh, but this was later. So then we had to walk to go get it, right?
sí.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead of the story.
Pues porque caminamos muchos sitios.
Yeah, right.
En un
So-
momento nos encontramos
so
con
he
el
called,
señor
right?
del gelato.
So the guy called.
Yo no supe si llamó o no llamó.
See, we're not sure, but there was a connection made. And so we walked over to, what was the name of that street? What was the name of that street? Where we got the gelato de la noche.
La mafia.
No joke, no joke. The name of the street, it was with two F's. It was spelled with two F's. Guess that's how they spell it in Italy. And so then we walked down that street a little bit, and a car drove up behind us, right? I mean, this is not your normal gelato buy, right? Cierto.
No, normalmente vas al sitio donde lo venden y el helado no viene a ti, pero bueno, así es
Están
acá.
haciendo publicidad y todo. Ellos no parecen estar haciendo esto. Cierto, un poco raro, pero bueno, entonces, tú quisiste contar qué pasó cuando él salió del carro con el gelato.
Ah, no, pues que nos repartimos el gelato, estábamos ahí muy entretenidos con el gelato y de pronto yo siento como que él tenía más gelato que nosotros.
De hecho,
Sí.
piensas que porque we gave him money to buy the gelato, right? And so we felt like maybe he was holding back a little bit. He had a little more of the gelato
Yo
than...
dije, eso es mucho
Right.
gelato y eso es no tanto. Entonces, pues yo le dije, pues ¿puedo tomar prestado tu gelato? Yo miro y que
Y él estaba un poco sospechoso.
sospechando un poco.
Sospechando un poco. He was a little suspicious. But Monika has a very trusting face, so...
¿Puedo ver tu gelato, por favor? Ah, y le pegué un gran mordisco a su gelato y se lo devolví.
Estaba
Tenía
el momento
una cara
más
de
charo
sorpresa.
de este viaje hasta este punto. No he reído tanto
Era
en
impresionante
este
la
viaje.
cara de sorpresa del señor. No pensaba que iba a morder su gelato.
Pero,
él no pensaba.
aunque este estaba una confianzura muy
Una
¿qué?
confianza muy grande.
Muy
Fui
grande.
demasiado confianzuda, es verdad. No, pues.
This was a level of trust a little bit more than you might expect from somebody you had just met.
Okay.
This is probably what the guy was thinking.
No,
His
pero
name, by the way, was...
We feel the
remember his name?
connection. We feel the
Yeah,
connection.
Slim. So yeah, there was a connection. So he was, I think, surprised,
Yeah, very surprised.
And a little bit-
annoyed.
just a little bit annoyed, but He had a good spirit.
He said, "Oh, it's okay. We will share all the night the gelato. It's
Right.
okay."
And so it was perfect, right? And we were all kind of in agreement on that.
Yeah.
It felt like a special moment for us. It was a bonding. We got to know Slim a little bit better at that moment. don't you
But
think?
that face, you can imagine.
So then we left, and that was about it, right?
Yeah.
We went.
Thanks.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess we're going to end here. Yeah, I guess our time is up, right? I hope you guys have enjoyed our chat. We're going to maybe have a couple more here from Italy. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're here for like a whole month. So, anyway, you guys, if you enjoyed our chat, if you like anything about mosaics and Italian mosaics, especially in the city of Ravenna, if you have any comments, if you've been there, let us know below.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bueno,